what's happening here. It's Big Uncle Shredneck coming at you with a little um, gear breakdown for the 1x setup. So I think the best um, setup is in terms of gear ratios. So this is the SRAM 4's 1x setup. This came with the bike. First time using a 1x setup. Didn't really feel a need to change it because I really enjoy it, to be honest. The simplicity, minimalist look, all that. But I do think if you're using a 1x setup, especially on a road bike, there's factors to take into consideration because you're not going to have as many gears, when you have two chain rings. So up front, I got a 53 rotor chainring. Now I wanted a 54, however I couldn't find a 54 in that bolt diameter. 53 was the biggest I was able to find. So no harm in that. 53 still gets the job done. Reason being for the bigger chainring up front as opposed to maybe using 52, 51. I still, this bike, for example, it's I'm more into going fast, so I do want a bigger chainring up front to get that speed. I also live near the water, so most of my riding is flat. We do have some hills around here, nothing crazy, which leads me to my cassette. So I got 1134 on the back. Now, again, having the big chainring up front, I thought it was priority to get an 1134 on the back, again, just to give me that ability to spin up climbs and not really have to worry about grinding it out, getting out of the saddle. So I thought having that big cassette would help with that, and it definitely has. Again, choose your gearing based off of the terrain you ride in. This is kind of all purpose. I think I can kind of get through any terrain with this. Not necessarily probably going out climbing, and I don't really do that anyway. Again, I ride mostly on flats, so I like having the big chain ring for speed. So again, 53 up front, 1134 on the back. I think that's a solid 1x road setup. Kind of gives you a little bit of everything, and just play around with it. I'm into this because having a track bike, you always got to mess with the gearing, find what works. So kind of just applied that knowledge to the 1x setup. And again, I don't, not to say I would never use a smaller chain ring again, but just the simplicity and the ease of this, it's just a few less components to worry about. As you see, derailleur up front. So, simplicity, minimalism, not having to worry about stuff. That's what really I'm into, especially when it comes to gear selection. So yeah, that's what we got. All right, look into it, try stuff out, see what works for you. All right, peace.